All right, folks, this is Larry. Going to go over how to use the Buhurt League website since random people have complained that this is hard to do. Probably going to frustrate some of the Buhurt League staff because I'm going to have to ask them to delete things after the fact. So, first thing, we're going to go to login. Well, first, with the web page, BuhurtGlobal.com. Then we're going to go to login over here, moving the mouse around. All right. Clicked on login. There's what I normally use. We're going to go to a new team. New team. We're going to call it Joe Bob Silver. Create the password. All right. And all right, so first thing you have to create a login, which is whatever the name is. Makes sense to me to put it whatever your team name is. Password, make sure it's something that's not personalized, make sure it's something that's set up to be for the team, because this login, this creation you make here, is whoever's running the team is going to use this. So preferably don't put this as your personal stuff, put this as your team stuff. There's no excuse not to have a team Gmail, just saying. Team name, just make up whatever your team name is going to be. And then team captain, Joe Bob Silver, fictional character. Captain's email, make sure it's also a real thing. Then you need to pick if you're going to be a male or female team. We're going to make this a male team. We're going to register new team. Congratulations, went right through. So now we're going to go take a look. And it is not there yet. So we're going to hit refresh. Check email finally got activated. Still hasn't gone through yet. Oh, it went to spam. That was a good lesson to learn. We're going to click not spam. Go back up, Buhurt League new registration. Oh, everybody knows my password now. No! Alright, log in to continue. So we're going to go over here. Actually, what was my password? JoeBob123. Alright. And we hit enter. Now we have a new team. No, we're not saving this because I'm deleting this soon. So now that we've created a new team, next thing is we have to add people. So you click here on new fighter. We definitely don't want to use that. And so we're going to do Billy Bob's at Gmail. Create a password for him. Now this password is a password that he should change. So you just make something that's going to work for the thing. Something nice and simple that you can pass on to him. Since we made a male team, so on and so forth. All right. And then we hit accept. So once again, went through, put down the fighter's email that you are going to register, a password that you can give to the fighter that's going to be easy for him to use and remember. Then you click their gender, then the given name, surname, their nickname, or you can leave their nickname blank, and date of birth. You accept this, and we click register new fighter. Haha! Because I did an experimental thing earlier, so they didn't like that one. That's kind of funny to me. So we'll make it billybobs@gmail.com. And then for the password, Joe Silver 123. Keeping it simple. All right, as I go through and click on all this stuff, we'll go through, register new fighter, accepts it because there wasn't a new email to it. Go to fighters, and we got Billy Bob. Now we can edit the fighter. Under edit the fighter, you can, 1, leave the team, change his name, put his city, put his favorite weapon, put his height and weight, change the password, put social media links if you need social media aid, add fighter photos to establish any fighter photos that need. And then from here, you can also look at your team public page. Team public page is relatively blank with no information because, well, this is a brand new entity that does not really exist. And I'll have to ask to have it deleted later. And we can edit all this information by clicking on the Edit Information button. Make sure you have your original login. You can go through and put all the info here, such as country, United States, conference. You pick which conference you are. Hopefully this is really obvious for anyone who's looking at it. Can link to the captain, link to the captain's phone number, team URLs, team address, physical, team motto, team web pages and photos, all sorts of fun things like that. All pretty cool, pretty simple. You can get join requests where fighters can look you up and request to join your team on this page. And you'll click here and see. Of course, there will be no fighter requests from this area. Then we can go on to like teams, and we look at the teams that are out there and the scores they have. Now, if a team hasn't competed yet, it just randomly generates the ranking, it appears. And no American team really has a ranking, has any points this year due to all the fun stuff that's been going on lately. From here, we can go into tournaments, and you can look at different teams to join, events to join, not teams to join. So as we scroll through this, we'll look and we can click on registration. If the team doesn't match the registration conditions, you need 5 more fighters in your team to register. Relatively obvious on what's wrong there. But all I had to do was scroll to the event and click registration. And you can have filters such as you make it only USA, which is in turn going to give you absolutely nothing. So nothing pops up. Switch it to no filter, search, changes that up. Categories, make them Challenger, Masters, or Open. You can look at the event map. Which doesn't appear to be working just yet. And then you have the useful things like the documents. Documents has most of the rules of the sport. The app is still more up to date than anything else that I'm aware of. You have things such as useful information, the designs, So like when you look at useful information, when the transfer windows are, drawing of the list, various medic recommendations, neck protections, a variety of useful information to be used and accessed that you can utilize. What they recommend for the logos and how to set them up. Lots of nice, useful, helpful things throughout this. And tons of albums of the different events and the fun that people had at them, so on and so forth. But either way, pretty simple things. Hopefully you guys, it helps you out a little bit, or at least makes it that impossible to complain and whine that you don't know how to register your team. It's a very, very easy to do. All right, folks, have a good